So, do we start with what is the meaning of life, or are we easing into it?
Maybe we should say hi before we terrify people with existential dread?
Fair point. Hey, everyone! Welcome to Mindset Minutes, a podcast where we take a pause from scrolling, stressing, and second-guessing to actually think. A little. Gently.
Exactly. We're here to explore the big questions, but in a way that's real, practical, and totally okay to listen to while doing your laundry.
I'm Fletcher. Mostly confused, usually curious, and frequently caught daydreaming in the middle of serious conversations.
And I'm Jane, a writer, thinker, and let's say, philosophy fangirl. I've been diving into ideas from ancient and modern thinkers for a while now, not to sound wise, but just to stay sane.
So in each episode, we'll pick a theme, something we all deal with, and unpack it through the lens of philosophy. Not the lecture hall kind. Hey, this actually makes sense.
No jargon, no gatekeeping, and no pretending we have it all figured out.
Just two people trying to understand life a little better, and maybe help you do the same, or at least laugh a little along the way. And today, we're kicking off with something that's gotten super popular online. Stoicism. Or, as I used to think of it, the stone face, feel nothing mindset.
Yeah, spoiler alert, that's not it. At all.
All right, let's start simple. What is Stoicism?
At its core, Stoicism is a philosophy from ancient Greece and Rome. Thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, they were just sitting around in togas talking to statues.
I always imagined that, honestly.
They were actually leaders, teachers, even emperors, dealing with life, stress, and chaos just like us. Stoicism taught them how to live well, think clearly, and not fall apart when things got tough.
Okay, so it's less be a rock and more like stay grounded in the storm?
Exactly. It's about focusing on what you can control. For example, your thoughts, your actions, and letting go of what you can't, like other people, external events, or yesterday's awkward text message.
Shh, don't bring that up. I'm still recovering. Okay, so let's bust some myths. Because when I first heard of Stoicism, I legit thought it meant shutting down emotions and becoming cold.
A lot of people do. But here's the thing. Stoics don't reject emotions. They just don't let emotions control them.
So it's not about being a robot. It's more like being emotionally literate?
Yes, a Stoic can feel sad, angry, even joyful. But they ask, is this emotion useful, or is it just tossing me around?
So, crying while understanding why you're crying.
Exactly. You feel it, but you don't get swept away by it.
All right, what are the core ideas? Like, give me the Stoicism starter pack.
Sure. First step, dichotomy of control. There are things you control and things you don't. Focus only on the first.
So, stressing about the rain? Pointless.
Exactly. But showing up prepared with an umbrella? That's Stoic.
I already feel smarter.
Secondly, virtue is the only good. For Stoics, a good life isn't about money, fame, or likes. It's about being wise, brave, just, and self-disciplined.
Wait, so being a good person is the actual goal?
Wild, right?
Okay, let's bring this down to earth. What's a normal day Stoic moment?
All right. You're stuck in traffic. You can scree with the steering wheel or accept that you can't move the cars. But you can play your favorite playlist or use the time to think.
Okay, That's me. Every Monday. I needed that reminder.
Or someone's rude to you. Instead of snapping back, a Stoic pauses. Reflects. Chooses a response, not a reaction.
Oof. So it's like building your internal pause button?
Exactly. It's calm without being passive.
But here is what bugs me. I see people online going like, be stoic, don't care about anything. Like it's just an excuse to ghost people.
Ah, yes. Stoicism has been misused as a badge of coldness or alpha energy.
Stoicism is not ghosting. Got it.
True Stoics care deeply about integrity, humanity, and truth. They just know how to channel that care in useful ways.
So it's not indifference, it's intentional focus.
Well said.
Okay. So Stoicism isn't about pretending nothing matters. It's about choosing what matters.
Exactly. And building a mindset that's strong and kind.
I kinda love that. Also, am I a Stoic now?
Haha, it's not a club. But it's a start.
Okay, Stoicism sounds awesome. But this is 2025. We've got phone pings, doom scrolling, Amazon delays. How do we actually use Stoicism now?
Start small. Wake up, take a breath, journal something like, what might go wrong today, and how will I respond with patience? No phones for 15 minutes. Reflect on your values. Even brushing your teeth mindfully counts.
So, stare at the wall, contemplate traffic, and try not to curse before 9 a.m.
Exactly. And maybe put on your metaphorical toga.
Jane, be honest. Do you actually live stoically every day?
Nope. I fail, the time. I get frustrated. I react. But the trick is, I notice it faster now.
So even the pros mess up?
For sure. Even Marcus wrote to himself, like, stop being dramatic. It's not about being perfect. It's about getting better.
So I can forgive myself for rage quitting FIFA?
Haha, absolutely. Just learn from the rage. Maybe not throw the controller next time?
We'll see about that. Last question for anyone still skeptical. What would you say?
Try it for a week. Write a journal, pause once a day, let go of something outside your control. If you don't feel better, worrying is always available.
True. Worrying's free and unlimited.
But peace? That takes work.
And that's a wrap on Mindset Minutes. Big thanks to Jane, who's technically always here, for reminding us that Stoicism isn't about being a stone, it's about being solid.
Well, definitely. I'll take that. And thank you, Fletcher, for keeping the chaos philosophical.
To everyone listening, life happens. It gets messy. It gets weird.
But how you respond, that's where the magic is.
So stay curious
And stay thoughtful.
Catch you next time on Mindset Minutes.